The distress signal pierced through subspace like a dying scream. Lisa Chen sat upright in her command chair aboard the UNS Defiance, her coffee forgotten as the translation matrix decoded the message. Beside her, Max Rodriguez, her first officer, was already pulling up star charts. "It's from the Venthari system," Max said, his fingers dancing across the holographic display. 23 light-years out. They're under attack by the Krell swarm." Lisa's jaw tightened. The Venthari were a peaceful species. Fragile, graceful, beings who communicated through bioluminescent patterns on their translucent skin. They had avoided humanity's first contact protocols for years, believing humans to be too aggressive, too dangerous. The irony wasn't lost on her. "They're asking us for help?" she asked, disbelief coloring her voice. "They're asking anyone for help," Max corrected, "but we're the closest responders. The Galactic Council forces are 70 hours away. The Venthari have maybe 12. Lisa stood, her decision already made. The Treaty of Geneva Station was clear. Humanity would respond to any distress call, regardless of politics. It was the price they'd paid for admission to the galactic community, to prove they were more than the violent Deathworlders everyone feared. "Spin up the fleet," she commanded. "Alert the vengeance, resilience, and perseverance. We're going in hot." The bridge erupted into controlled chaos. Within minutes, 4 human warships tore through real space, their quantum drives pushing them to speeds that made other species nauseous. Humans had evolved on a planet with crushing gravity, deadly predators, and weather that could kill in minutes. Their ships reflected that heritage, overbuilt, overarmed, and terrifyingly fast. 16 hours later, they dropped out of quantum space at the edge of the Venthari system. Max's screen lit up with hostile contacts. 37 Krell bioships. They've already breached the Venthari's orbital defense platforms. The Krell were a hive-minded species that consumed organic matter to fuel their expansion. They didn't negotiate. They didn't retreat. They were a plague that swept through systems, leaving nothing but stripped worlds behind. Lisa studied the tactical display. The Krell had the Venthari homeworld surrounded. Their grotesque vessels, grown rather than built, pulsing with organic weapons. Below, on the planet's surface, she could see the faint signatures of dying cities. "Open a channel to the Krell," she ordered. Max shot her a look. "Captain, I know they don't negotiate. Open it anyway." The view screen flickered, showing a writhing mass of chitin and exposed neural tissue. The Krell collective consciousness regarded her with 1,000 compound eyes. "You are in violation of galactic salvage law," Lisa said calmly. "The Venthari are a protected species. Withdraw immediately, or we will remove you by force." The Krell's response was a screech that translated as contempt. They had encountered human vessels before, lone scouts, research ships. They had never faced human warships. That was their first mistake. "All ships," Lisa commanded, her voice cold as the void. "Weapons free. Show them why Earth is classified as a Class 12 death world." The Defiance moved first, a predator striking from darkness. Railguns, crude by galactic standards but devastatingly effective, launched tungsten rods at relativistic speeds. Each projectile carried the kinetic energy of a small nuclear weapon. 3 Krell bioships simply ceased to exist, vaporized before they could react. The vengeance followed, its missile batteries unleashing a swarm of smart munitions that weaved through space like a school of metallic piranhas. Krell point defense systems, designed to stop energy weapons, were useless against old-fashioned explosives. 12 more ships erupted in silent fireballs. Max grinned savagely as he coordinated the assault. "The Krell are attempting to swarm us. Standard hive tactics." "Then we switch to non-standard," Lisa replied. "Pattern Omega-7. The human fleet, scattered, each ship moving independently, something that should have made them vulnerable but instead turned them into ghosts. Humans had evolved as pursuit predators, capable of tracking prey for days. Their tactical doctrine reflected that patience, that relentless determination. The Krell, accustomed to overwhelming prey with numbers, found themselves herded, divided, and systematically destroyed. When one bioship tried to kamikaze into the Resilience, The cruiser's point defense network, reaction times enhanced by human neural interfaces, shredded it to organic confetti. 20 minutes into the engagement, the Krell Collective realized its error. These weren't soft merchant vessels or lightly armed science ships. These were predators from a world that had forged its children in fire and blood. The remaining Krell ships attempted to retreat. Lisa's voice was merciless. No quarter. They came here to commit genocide. We end them here. The final Krell bioship died 3 million kilometers from the Venthari homeworld, cut in half by a sustained laser barrage from the Perseverance. Silence filled the bridge as the crew processed what they'd done. 37 Krell vessels destroyed, 0 human casualties. A new signal came through, this time from the Venthari. Max put it on screen, and Lisa found herself looking at a Venthari elder, its skin flickering with colors she'd learned meant gratitude and fear in equal measure. "You saved us," the alien said, its voice translated into hesitant English. "We thought humans too dangerous to approach. We were wrong. You are dangerous, but not to those who need help." Lisa allowed herself a small smile. "We're from Earth, Ambassador. We know what it's like to be prey. We also know what it's like to fight back." She leaned forward. "You sent an SOS. Humanity answered. That's what we do." As the human fleet took up defensive positions around the Venthari homeworld, waiting for Galactic Council reinforcements, Lisa reflected on the irony. The galaxy feared humanity's capacity for violence, never understanding that it came paired with an equally powerful capacity for protection. The Venthari had sent a distress call into the darkness. They'd awakened the Deathworlders, and the Deathworlders had come to save them.